I was in this Facebook group called Living in Atlanta, and there was 2 men in there having 2 very different experiences with the women that lived there. One man swore up and down that he had never been in a place where a whole bunch of women would just ask him out and take him out to dinner, and they all gave him bread to like start a business or whatever. Now, to me, that sounds exactly like Atlanta. I lived there for 17 years. Number one, I ain't never seen so many women take care of men. No other place had I seen this dynamic. No other place have I seen such matriarchy take place. So many women of power with wealth and businesses. I didn't see that nowhere else. I've always seen men have that kind of power in every other place. So Atlanta is definitely that kind of place, right? But then this other man was having a very different experience. He was basically saying that in Atlanta, most of the women were broke and they weren't in the same tax bracket as him and basically needed to level up financially instead of expecting a man to take care of them. And I was thinking, since when did men start feeling uncomfortable with taking care of women? You know, that's a modern day thing, right? Men don't want to do that anymore. And I respect it because we have opportunities now as women. Women can definitely boss up on men right now. Don't sleep on women right now because we killing it. But I can't agree to some degree with both of these men because Atlanta has 2 types of women. Number one, women out there handling their business, bossing up, real estate agents, executives of companies, out here owning salons and all types of stuff. Don't forget that it's Black Hollywood. So in Atlanta, it's people out there that are somebody, people out there who are pretending to be somebody, and people out there who want to be somebody. Then you got the plastic women out there with the BBLs and the fake bodies, and all they care about is the hair, the makeup, the jewelry, the shoes, fancy dancy, all of this. Think about this. They are looking for a celebrity. It's Black Hollywood. They're looking for rappers, athletes, executives, any type of person that has some type of money. They are looking for that man to live off of. Remember what Atlanta is. I told all of my wealthy homeboys, like, you go to Atlanta, go there to party. Don't go there to live there, try to find a woman to be with, trying to find a woman to build a family with. Don't do none of that. Go there, party, leave. It's not a place that you're supposed to be living at or trying to build a family. But a lot of people handle business there. But to me, it's like, it's not any real money there to me. That's just to me. I live in Northern California now. I live in a whole nother type of situation. The people who think they balling in Atlanta, you cannot compete with the people who live here in NorCal. The neighborhood I live in is worth $1.5 million. The median income here is $500,000. Come here with that little bit of Atlanta money. Come here with that crap if you want to. You be living in a whole tent. The women here ain't nothing to play with. These women got money. These men got money. They families got old money. You don't want to play around. You looking for a woman or a man that took their education serious or their finances serious, you need to go to another place that isn't for people who are looking for a come up. I saw this posted in a single moms group on Facebook and I was like, in the world are you in a relationship with a man for what, 2.5 years, and then suddenly after those 2.5 years go by, he decides he doesn't want to date a single mother, and you sitting here trying to figure out whether you should let him go or not? That man has been watching red pill manosphere content or some incel type of stuff. I'm gonna need for you to give that man his walking papers, or he's just trying to make an excuse because he doesn't love you anymore. Let a man tell me he don't like my kids.
Oh, you don't want to talk? Pew. Oh, I'm getting on your nerve. Pew.
Oh, all right. It's too many men out here that will bring your kids Cocoa Puffs. Why are you sitting here dealing with this man? Y'all are letting these men that go their own way scare y'all. Let a man even consider telling me he don't like my kids. Boy, bye. Why are y'all still considering whether you should be in a relationship with him or not? Let that man go. Besties keep trying to push this struggle of like, we're going to receive a happily ever after if we stick to some broke dude we met at a bus stop. Don't let Tia Mowry's story fool you. Her husband is an exception to a whole rule. Most women who sign up for this dynamic get heartbroken in the end. I wrote a whole book about it. It happened to me. I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. Listen to me, sis. Listen to me. Do not bank on these dudes' potential. He gonna have you somewhere broke and pregnant in a hotel begging for food and money. That was me, girl. Over here banking on a dude's potential. What was I doing with a dude that didn't even have a GED? The fuck is wrong with, what the hell is wrong with me? I remember when I lost my mind.
You expect me to help you take care of your kids? When you get mad and you storm off, she always throwing in my face, these are my kids. So these are your responsibilities.
That's why we tell you guys to stay away from these single mothers. You have none of the perks of actually being the father. You have everything against you. They will throw it into your face. They will eventually, but you still have to take care of them financially, just like as if they're yours, and you get none of the perks of actually being a real father.
Every time I hear a male with a microphone, I realize that most of you have made poor choices in women most of your life. So much so that you wouldn't even be able to choose a healthy, good woman if she had a sign on her forehead. A lot of you use the fact that a woman is a single mom, or whether or not she has children, or whether or not she's been in relationships before you, as some type of determining factor to help you decide whether or not you should date a woman. And that's the worst thing you can do to help you determine whether or not you should date a woman. Now, let me explain something to you. Some women are just bad women. Okay, it doesn't matter whether she has kids or not. Her kids didn't suddenly make her a toxic female. A woman with a bad character is just a toxic female, whether she has children or not. So when you meet women who give you a hard time once you marry them, once you start taking care of her kids financially, and she still isn't giving you any perks of being a father, it's not because she's a single mother. It's because she had a piss poor character in general. And had you did what you needed to do as a man and got to know this woman beforehand, you would have peeped that. People who have messed up characters and who would do something like that to you show you the signs. You just overlook it. Men overlook red flags in women the same way that women overlook red flags in men. I'm sorry, but single mothers are not created equal, and it's not smart of you as a man to choose a woman depending upon how another man treated her. Because a lot of men cheat on the wrong women, lie to the wrong women, manipulate good women. You've seen it. You have seen your homeboys do this. So when you meet a woman and you start factoring in her history with other men, why doesn't it occur to you that a man abandoning her with a child has something to do with his dysfunction and not her? Black men don't want to be generalized and classified as one type of man, but then you turn around and you classify all single mothers as the same. Marriage is more acceptable than having a child out of wedlock, but wedlock has never saved a woman from being abandoned with a child. There is a difference between privacy and secrecy. It's people out there like, oh, I don't want to post my relationship on social media because then it'll break us up because people will be all up and through our business. Child. Listen, outside energy can ruin a beautiful thing if you allow it. You posting your relationship ain't the problem. It's you listening to other people's judgments or opinions or advice about your relationship when you should be listening to your partner. You should be worried about whatever arrangement or agreement you two made with each other, not what people think about your relationship. And too many people care. Too many people are not posting their relationship because one of them is cheating. Then you got people who keep posting their relationship because they want all this attention from other people. You have to have a healthy reason for why you're posting your relationship on social media. Me, personally, I like to go out. I like to hang out with people. I take a picture with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I will take a picture with Nelly. I take a picture with the homeless man on the street if we having a good ass time. I will take a picture with an animal. So of course, I would want someone I can take a picture with. If I can't take a picture with a man because he wants to keep his privacy or secrecy, I'm just going to give him the side eye or point him in the direction of another woman who won't want to post him. I ain't it, bruh. The only reason why I document my life is because I want to be remembered. And I don't mean by a whole bunch of strangers as much as I mean the legacy inside of my family, my kids. I want my kids to be able to show their kids, and then their kids and their kids. It ain't even about y'all, really. People be out here claiming they not about that drama, but they either create it, invite it, or entertain it. Be about harmony, health, goodwill, and peace. Those choices will help you improve your life drastically. You will literally run when you see some drama.